I have discovered a treasure, a place so full of nostalgia it will break your heart, a place whose history lies strewn about as if work done 100 years ago had suddenly come to a halt and people had gone home leaving everything just as it was. A place that smells of dry lumber and turpentine and leather and machine oil and dust. A place out of a dream.
The luckiest of guys. If he fell into the mud, he'd come up with a diamond stud.
I have discovered the Frye measure mill, an eclectic catch-all of dog carts and shingle saws, ice cream freezers and carding combs, firkins, and toothpick makers and victrolas and ancient printing presses, barrels and baskets and boxes, a place where nobody ever threw anything away.
Had a wife we can't decide. She's the Barney 44. Now he's living with his horse. Barney Google with a googly eye. Barney Google with a googly eye.
The Frye measure mill still runs off direct water power, just as it did in 1850. Owner Harley Savage.
Right now, in order to activate the power at the mill, we're turning on the turbine, which is downstairs in the bottom of the pond. Being an old system, it needs a helping hand, which I just gave it. And we've simply opened the outside valve of the water wheel so the power can be transferred into the inside of the mill.
And in this old Wilton, New Hampshire mill with its water power and leather belts, it is surprisingly quiet.
It's a very soft, gentle, human kind of sound, as opposed to the high-pitched whine that you find in a lot of machine shops today.
For 135 years, since before the Civil War, this old mill has operated continuously. It is, in fact, the oldest measure mill in America. A measure mill makes measures, shaker boxes, and Piggins. Harley's father, Harland, operates machinery that is as old as the mill itself. This contraption is called the elephant's foot.
The elephant's foot is a machine invented by Daniel Cragen in the 1800s to drive the bottoms, help drive the bottoms into the measures. It's once again run by water power.
Measures are sold on the premises in the Frye Mill gift shop. They are sold as is or with a handle. A handle on a measure makes it a Piggin. And there is a story here.
Well, a woman from the Canterbury Shaker community came down years back and saw the Piggins hanging in the gift shop, retail shop that we had, and looked at me and said, "Harland, do you know why they call this a Piggin?" And figuring a good story was about to come, I said, "No, would you please tell me?" And she said, "Well, in my grandmother's day and her grandmother's day, every household had a Piggin in the kitchen. And after a meal or during baking, all the table scraps and baking scraps were put in there. And that's actually the vessel they carried them out to feed the pig in." I don't know if we're rewriting history, but that's the story I tell everyone that comes on the tour.
With the exception of the use of the electric grill, measures and Piggins have been made here in this same way for generations. So technically, these are not reproductions. They are originals. But measures are not the only things that the Frye mill turns out. They make other wood products, too, and curry cards for sheep. And look at this, way, way up in the attic. They have their own ancient letterpress print shop.
He got odds of 10 to 8. Bob Truck came in 3 days late. Barney Goo-Goo with a goo-goo googly eye.
The question is, why is it here? All this history, untouched. Well, probably because it's hard to find. You see, to get here, you have to travel on an old country road. And hidden away in the trees, this old mill. A metaphor. A reminder of something gone. A reminder of what our life was a long time ago.
Goo-goo googly with a googly eye.